Well, hi and hello there. Welcome back, folks. As you guys can tell, I'm not at home. You guys can see that, read that sign right there. My restaurant depot on a break. I have about, I think I have about 7 or 8 minutes left, but thought I'd shoot one of these real quick. So a couple of things I want to talk about. I want to announce here. First of all, I uploaded Pokemon White gameplay on the channel last night after I recorded an episode the previous night, and it took forever to upload. So I recorded it Sunday night, and then I uploaded it. No, I recorded it Saturday night and I uploaded it Sunday morning. So yeah. So Pokemon White is out, episode 2. Massey goes into the wilds of Unova. Also, this channel has 1,626 views. We just passed the 1,600 view threshold about 2-3 days ago. And I have up to 593 or 594 of these vlogs. So yeah, that's exciting. But not as exciting as the other bit of news that I was just informed of this morning when I got up, got ready for work, is that I may have mentioned in a previous video that my sister-in-law Caitlin, my brother Miles's wife, they were both expecting a child around this week. Now, we thought it was the 17th, but she obviously started going into the process of giving birth last night, and so I think she started yesterday. She started the process yesterday. They had to get her all, for those of you out there in the medical field, you have to get her all prepped. They had to get her all prepped up for the arrival of their child and stuff like that. They have to get her body prepared because childbirth beats a lot, takes a lot out of women's bodies. So amen to them for taking all that stress and strain just to birth a kid. She started going into labor till about 2:15, about 2:15 last night, and it took 2 hours. 2 hours. I think it was around 2 o'clock, 2:10. Miles said around 2 o'clock. So it took about 2 hours. So around 2 o'clock, about 2 hours and 17 minutes. As of 4:17 a.m. this morning, Virginia time, because we're on the Eastern Seaboard, so we're on the same timeline. As of 4:17, yours truly became an uncle. So, and I am uncle to my new nephew, Brixton Joseph Camo. We have welcomed another Camo into the Camo/another Woodbury into the Woodbury bloodline into the world. So yeah, and then I think my cousin Julia is next in September. So and her baby shower is in August, which I'll be attending. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm actually very happy. Miles is. I talked to him a little bit. I asked him how it was. He said, he was up all night. It was absolutely nuts. He says it was totally crazy. And when I was talking to him, he was out of words because I think he was ready to fall asleep. His voice was just dragging, and he was just. I asked him. This was probably about 1 o'clock our time. The child, my nephew and Caitlin are doing good at the moment. Doing very good at the moment. They're in good health. Both both of them are in good health. Both of them are in good health as of this moment. I will pray for them because you know, it's the early hours of Brixton's birth, so I'm overjoyed. My brother Chuck is also an uncle, and my mom and dad are now a grandpa and a grandma. So they were overjoyed today. They learned as early as I did. So, but they were trying to get some. Mom was trying to get some snooze, and then he woke up, and so I think her parents are down there to help out a little bit because it's going to be crazy the first couple of days while they have the kids. So it'd be nice to have them there, and of course, be a phone call. They'll have our support and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, we wish we could be down there, but you know, it's just. But we're there in spirit, though, obviously, and we give our wishes. So it'll only be a matter of time before I meet my nephew. And it's either I go down or they come up here and I meet my new nephew. But it's amazing news, and I feel a lot of energy today because of that joyous occasion. So yeah, so that's good. I'm gonna bid this one adieu. I will release this one when I get back home later tonight, probably 2-3 hours from now, and stuff like that. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick one. I know this may not seem like a radio episode, but it's going to have to be. But all right, everybody, today is a joyous day. Good day. I may pick this up for a second part later today, so we'll see. All right, guys, I'll see you guys then. I'll obviously have to make a second part to this, and I'll catch you guys later in the night, and you guys will see me in my bedroom next time. Next time will be a couple seconds for you guys. For the transition will be a couple hours, will be 2-3 hours for me. So I will see you guys when I'm in my bedroom ready to record the second half of this, and some more car news. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope don't go away. As soon as I move my hand, you guys will move. As soon as I move my hand across the screen again, I'll be in my bedroom. Well, hello and welcome to a couple hours later. It is about 9:40. When I last recorded to you guys, it was about actually no, I went on my half at like 4 o'clock. So the video that you guys watched of me being outside out there was recorded at like 4 o'clock. At like 4:23, 4:21, was it about 4:21? Excuse me. I think it was about 4:22. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the radio show. What, 4 hours and like 20 minutes on 20 plus odd minutes later? So it's about 9:40. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm back. So a couple hours later, I'm currently in my room with the AC on because it was hot today. Hello, everybody. So yes, it was actually a very good day today. Work was amazing. I mostly sold it today at work, although I had a little help from a few people and people dropping stuff, but we had a very good day today. And I worked very hard. It was very good. Tomorrow should be more of the same. And you know, it's always great to have it. And of course, you guys watched the early part of the video. Yes, you guys will know by now that you guys will know that I am officially an uncle to my officially an uncle now, because my nephew Brixton Joseph Camo was born today I believe I was corrected at 4:14 a.m. this morning. So for those of you guys who missed it in the first part, because this is going to be a two-parter, and I'm going to probably fuse these together and such. So I'm actually going to prop you guys up on my new Nintendo Switch 2, because that's the only thing I can do to prop you guys up. So hello everybody. It was a joyous day. It was an amazing day for both the Camo family and the Woodbury family, and the Dominicucci family, because it's my mother's side, and also from my father's side, because it's also Camo, and also, you know, it's also a joyous day for the Woodbury family, my sister-in-law's family, and her immediate relatives. So it's been a very action-packed day and stuff like that, and it's been fun. So I wanted to get on to, so enough with that, I wanted to get on to some more car news, because boy, oh boy, I want to talk about cars. Almost so cool. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base on a couple of cars that are have been in my mind and have been on my radar since they were either released, revealed, or dropped on. I just wanted to just drop on that the Honda Prelude for 2026, the Honda Prelude Sport Hybrid, or whatever they're going to call it, is going to be available in 2026. Obviously, it's probably going to be sold at the start of the end of this year, and it's sort of goes with the Prelude for my generation. Now, for those of you old enough who lived in were born in 1987, 1989, and then there, you guys will remember the old Prelude, and we were all fortunate enough to see the original front drive Prelude. It was kind of a front drive sports car. It was basically the Civic, but with a better body on it and stuff like that. So it was, because everybody remembers the Civic for being this boxy, very drabby looking thing, and this hatchback. It sort of revolutionized the hot hatch a little bit in the late 80s, early 90s, even though the Volkswagen Golf was a little bit before that. Although the Honda Civic and the Prelude Coupe their roots go way back into the like the early. Honda's roots for a coupe go back into the Honda really didn't have Honda started out with the with one of the old hatchbacks, because the old because I think Honda had the Honda City hatchback, or the 360 hatchback. This was kind of, and then eventually it became the Civic. The Civic's been around a long time, and the Civic, a lot of people know, was a huge hit here because it was the hot hatch and all this other stuff. And it was sort of a coupe / hatchback and stuff like that. Before that, Honda's foothold in the coupe market, the only way you could make a coupe out of any Honda sports car, I think, was if you got your hands on a hardtop or an SC 500, a 600, a 600, a 700, or a 500, 600, and 800, S800, S600, S800. So the S2000 thing isn't exclusive to that. Plus the modern S line was restarted with the Hondas, with the S660, with the Honda S660, because the 660 denotes what the displacement is rounded up and stuff like that. So that's kind of where the Honda coupe kind of started, although Honda really didn't really gain anything good up until the Prelude debuted. So first Honda coupe, and that's not what I wanted. Let me see. First Honda coupe. I forgot how seriously. So the Honda 600 coupe. So the first Honda coupe ever to. So the Honda Z coupe. Was first marketed in like the 1970s. So the first Honda coupe was Honda Z600, or just the Honda Z. This little thing right here. See this? That's the first Honda coupe ever. So yeah, that was the first Honda coupe. Then the Honda Civic sort of continued that trend. So we're gonna. Actually, this is kind of the first true coupe right here. This is a Honda 1300 Coupe 9S from 1970. This is actually a car that you could actually get in Gran Turismo. I don't think you can get it anymore. I think it was a classic car you could get back in Gran Turismo 4. Let me see when you can get this. Gran Turismo Wiki, when can you get this? Last time you could get this, I remember having one of these in Gran Turismo 4, and 5, and 6. So that was kind of Genesis. Prelude really didn't come out till the... The Honda Prelude's a pretty cool looking car. I mean, I was not Honda Prelude, we not a Honda Prologue. So Honda Prelude was produced between 1978 and 2001, although it's being reintroduced now. In Hepburn, it's Honda Prelude. Honda Prelude, whatever they call Prelude, and something Prelude. You know, they say things weirder. I think it's Prelude. Preludo, I think it's said. I'm probably botching the Hepburn. It's kind of a funny thing how the language works. It's the reason why I love. They're kind of comical when it comes to words. The Japanese, I just love. You know what I mean? I just like anything Japanese. I think everything is a practical, comical joke because they always. It's always been a gimmick with some of the words. I love it. It's the reason why. It's the reason why the Japanese culture is so lovable. I don't know why people hate it. I just seem to love it. But anyway, so the first Honda Prelude was done in 1978. That is a Honda Prelude from 1978. So the formula for the Prelude didn't change for a number of years. So that's 1978, and then 1980 they got a facelift. Then in 1982, it got the headlight. It got the then in 1980, it's this is a EX. This is an EX from Australia. It's got the does this one have the pop-up headlights? Yes, it does. This one's got pop-up headlights. The Civics and the Accords had that too. Had the two back then. I remember seeing a couple of these. I remember Tom's dad ended up having a Honda Accord coupe, and I was gonna probably buy off of them, but I think he kind of had it so Tom's mom's parents could buzz around in it without paying for a rental car while they were going around. So it was kind of more their thing because Hondas are Tom's mom's parents are British and they swear by Hondas because Hondas are that good. So over in Britain, the British love Hondas. So it's the reason why I like them, because the British like Hondas. Even though I'm French and Irish and Italian, I like Hondas because I think they're cool. Don't worry, if you guys want to know what my favorite Honda is of all time, it's the Honda S2000. Everybody will keep on saying, oh, is it the Civic, or is it the Prelude, or is it the NSX? The NSX is a great car. It's an awesome car, but it's too expensive. So, and the S2000 I probably could do. Because if you want an NSX, you're paying anywhere between $78,000 and like $150,000, which I'm not spending on a Japanese car that can be outperformed by, I don't know, everything unless you tune it. But the NSX is a great car. So, but Honda S2000, my favorite car. So, if anybody was wondering. And then more of the same, you know, pop-up headlights, and then more of the same pop-up headlights. The tail lights are kind of that era. I remember the Accord that Tom's dad had parked in the garage that he wanted to sell off to his was he wanted to sell off was looked exactly like that, except it was a Accord coupe. The Accord coupe looked exactly like it, except and these were always high performance models. See, about this time, North America had a 2.1 liter SI, had about 450 horsepower. North America had about 400 horsepower, and this is pretty good because the Civic, I don't think, had this same amount of power at the time. The Civic was always in 80, 90 to 100 horsepower car versus the Prelude was kind of the performance car, was kind of the performance four cylinder. So, and then it got a facelift. Same thing. It's got headlights, and then eventually. And then eventually, a lot of people in the States will remember this one. It got headlamps, and then eventually it. Is this an American one? No, this is an Australian one. This is what the Honda Insight looked like I remember from my childhood into my teenage years. I think I remember that one being prevalent. Seeing is. It was only made till like 2002, and I remember it being just knocked off. And it had about 195 horsepower, and it was front wheel drive, which was it front wheel drive? I think it was front wheel drive, was it? Oh yeah, plus it has this sequential sport shift. And then there was a 5-speed manual. The SH was the Type SH, which a lot of people know only as the 5-speed. Now over in Japan, oh by the way, Japan over in actually a lot of. Did we get any 4-wheel steering variants? No, we did not. They also had 4-wheel steering variants. So I think the highest power that they actually got over was the Type S in the SIR spec, which is the one we did not get. The only ones we ever got over here in the U.S. were the base and the SH, which had about 200 horsepower. So. And beyond that, I don't think we got anything else because I don't think the Japanese wanted us to have anything like that. And certain ones had 2-wheel steering, and the ones we had were 2-wheel steering, although there was 4-wheel steering on them. And then this is the Prelude that's supposed to be coming out this year, although I'm not going to show you the concept, so I'm going to show you, actually I can only show you the concept. So that's what the car looks like right now. That's the concept. You guys can look online because they've already done it. It looks close to that. I think it would be cool. I don't know what the performance stats are or what the specs are, but pretty sure no one knows what the specs are yet because they haven't been released because Honda is being Honda. Plus it's got automatic. So with the sports shift, so it's supposed to be a revival of the old nameplate. So the Passport was an old one. The Integra was one, even though the Integra costs about $1 million, and it doesn't. And I don't think the Integra is worth as much as they say it is. Even though, so a Type S is like $53,000. I don't know what that one's going to be costing, but I'm guessing it's going to be more than the Civic because it's probably got the hybrid engine and more power probably. So it's definitely going to have a higher price tag. My guess is if the exchange rates are good, we're going to have it hopefully between 25,000 and 30,000, but my guess is it's going to start at 30,000 and go up to like 38 to 40, which is going to be a lot. But for a 200 horsepower car, I wouldn't want to spend that much, but we'll see what they want. They want it to be as, Dodge hasn't even revealed the 6-pack yet, which I hear is garbage. So And they've been testing Hemis, 5.7 Hemis in these cars, and all you have to do is put a factory supercharger on the Hemi, and you really just don't need a 6.1. You just can put a factory Hemi on it, 5.7 factory Hemi on it, and put a supercharger, upgraded transmission, and stuff like that, and you'll be fine. In fact, I think you just put old Hellcat transmissions on them and drivetrains, so you can just the option for Hellcat drivetrains and suspension bits, so you can Hellcats or Demon kits, so you can wide body kits, so you can try to just make a decent track car or just make a performance car. But the Honda Prelude should be an interesting car. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a do, guys. I thought I would, but it's good that Honda's bringing back these nameplates. They brought back the NSX, the Integra, the Passport. They just need to bring back an S200 Sport, they just need to bring an S something sports car. Maybe we'll do that. I'm hearing they have the Honda 2000 coming, but I'd like to have something like the Honda 600, the Honda 800 come out. We'll see, but we'll see what they do. I think Honda's trying to gauge what Toyota's going to do with the MR2, the Celica, and the Celica and the new Supra. So we'll have to see what they do first, and then Honda's obviously going to have to respond or come up with something in the wings. Either they got something in the wings, and this Honda right here is kind of a showing of that. It'll be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, I'll be this one to do. I'm going to add this on to my original 8-minute video. It's probably been about 24 minutes long, so this video is going to be about 32 minutes long. I hope you guys, sorry that the light's coming off. This thing does that every time it does that. So I'm just going to be this one to do, so you don't think this is a power outage here. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.